That kind of.
I just thought I should say hi.
Oh, I see. You're gonna say hi. He's not. The Bratlett is not in the mood for the stream. He's feeling a little low. Not low, but
so I like to call them hermit days.
He's in a hermit crab mode. Is that what it is?
Where I kind of feel just like curling up in a ball.
What?
Just doing nothing.
Oh my God, I feel like that every day.
I know. But
oh, wouldn't it be amazing if you could just do that every day?
Oh my God,
it'd be epic. So I'm running this from my computer today.
Yeah, so we're not gonna have the.
We don't have the right overlay. We don't have the.
Click on the logo. Our logo.
Where, this one? There.
And click channel.
Where?
Back to Twitch.
There. Back to Twitch. There you go. Got that. All right. It really is like talking to your grandparents.
On the corner again.
Take it through the corner again. Yeah. Now what?
Channel.
Right here. I see. So I'll do this and now I can actually see what's going on. Can they hear me?
Can people hear?
Be a good question. Can anyone hear me?
You can check. Yes, people can hear you.
Would you like to hear me stream now?
Because they're right here.
Oh, you can see that. Oh, look at that. There's our. Ooh, it's kind of like a DJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Oh yeah. Good luck, Dad. You should show them.
Show them what?
The ceiling folks.
Oh, the ceiling folks, the ceiling dwellers. Yeah, is everyone? Well, are we live? Are we going here?
Yeah, we're live, but we haven't got anyone yet.
Oh, I see. It takes a second for people to show up. Is that what it is? Or is it just because I went Bratlett free stream and they're like, forget this?
Yeah,
what's the point of doing it if there's no Bratlett? Did we lose a light again? We did. Now is the time for me to order those other giant bright lights for in here.
I'll take these LEDs though.
No, you won't. No, I don't think so. No. I think I should have like the other ones.
Them all over
what if I took the other ones from in there and put them in here as well? So this place is lit entirely by LEDs.
Yeah,
Booyah!
That's what you
I don't know what
want to
booyah really means. So the deal on that is.
Are
we streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
it also takes a second for Discord to note that.
It does. It does. Should I go to no Discord? I get so confused with people talking in my ears in the Discord. Is that fair to not?
Fair.
Yeah. All right. So hello everybody. So I could do. I've got. Wait a second. I put the keyboard too low.
Hello,
Steven 95 sharp. Yo. All. Hello. Hippie Ninja Simi. All right, buddy. You have a good one. It looks like we're chatting today because Bratlett's in hermit crab mode. I don't know if anyone saw that. Ugly Pig Beast. Thank you very much. Look at that. We haven't even started and you're already doing it. Mihez. Hello, Hewlett. It's just me today. Question mark. Question mark's back. So it's just me today. The Bratlett is feeling. He's just feeling a little low, a little grim today. So I thought I would take the burden of responsibility off him today and just do a little bit of chatting. Sally Sal's happy birthday. Did we do this yesterday? Happy birthday to Sally Sal. Happy birthday to Sally Sal. Happy birthday, Sally Sal. Happy birthday to you. Yep, that's done. Just you. Poor Baz. No, he's fine. He's fine. He just feels a bit like he's just feeling. He said, I just don't feel up to talking to everybody today. And I was like, I get that. The antisocial Hewlett. I get those antisocial Hewlett feelings myself. Nerdy Times TV says, wait, that's the old screen. I know. I did you miss that part? I said I'm streaming from my computer today, so I haven't switched everything over to mine yet. I'm streaming from my PC today, my old clunker instead of from Baz's. So. Slovak, how are you? Good evening to you. You, what, mate? It's Loki, before you ask. Loki. Yeah, I guess that's... You, what, mate? It's Loki, before you ask. See, too late. I was already ahead of you. VA Stargazer, howdy, folks. Spino Breakers back. Good morning from the Upside Down. That is not, as it turns out, from Stranger Things. It's actually from Australia. And I'm not really here. I'm totally working, says Bertley. Very good. Good to hear. Bertley's obviously working very hard. Nerdy Times TV. Oh, gotcha. My apologies. Nerdy Times TV. Soda Crafter's now hosting me. Aw, thank you, Soda Crafter. That's very nice of you. Hey, Bertley, I should be learning how to use SPSS. What is SPSS? Hoping David has burned and learned this and can give me the Cliff Notes version. SPSS. I don't know what SPSS is. What is it? What is that? Soda Crafter says hello all, and we say hello all to Soda Crafter. Thank you for the host, by the way, Soda Crafter. It's very kind of you. It's a full-time job, says legend from Leicester. Acid Horse 2. Sometimes I can select 160 of the rest. Other days the stream is 720. Really? Interesting. I'm trying to work today, but my editing program won't open today. SPSS. Do I know this? What is it? Oh, statistical software. Ooh, Pac-Mom's getting all fancy on us. SPSS, it may have been one of the ones that came up during the thing. I don't think it was. I don't think it's one of the things that came up on LinkedIn Learning for me. I don't think. What else we got? I'm just about to go to bed, but now not so much. Hippie Ninja Shimmy. Don't let us stop. Sleep is the most important thing. Apparently. I dream of sleeping while I'm asleep, basically. Xenos. How are you, Xenos? So Sal's having a good birthday so far. Isaac the Pug. Isaac the Pug, your Baz is being antisocial today. Not antisocial. He's not feeling very social. He's not feeling the stream today. So he's on his own thing. You may want to text him, see if you can get in touch with him. Mordicus, who needs sleep when you have caffeine? It's so true. Bertley, stats was way long ago. I think I'll recall my own birth better than that. Yeah, Bertley. About the same for me. Isaac the Pug says, oof. Or, hey. Malvi. Hello, Malvi. Wolves Den, sleep is God. Go worship. Dr. Waldo Butters. I have no idea who that is. Acid Horses. I was chatting with Vater. Was it? And she is a nice lady. Oh, I'm so good. Baz is hungover. Yeah, exactly, Dark Rogue. Totally. Like a bender of a night for the 12-year-old for sure. Hey. Isaac the Pug. Sarah and Kevin Star. Xenos. What do we got? Sally Sal. My parents sent me $100 check for my 21st birthday. Woohoo! $100. It's like raining the money down. That is nice. I got sent Baz. My father for my last birthday. I think he gave up on the $10 for every 10 years or whatever because it just got too much. But he was it? No, it was like $10 a year. I mean, something about I can't remember what he used to do. $1 a year? I can't remember what he used to do. But he gave up anyways. Thank you, Dragon Flame. Very kind of you for your triangle bits of joy. The rotating triangle bits of joy. But he sent me this time his leftover Scottish money. So he was basically in Scotland. He's got Scottish pounds. He was out visiting my stepsister, and they're amazing setup, and they're amazing kids and all. So he came back, and for my birthday, I got his exchange. So next time I'm there, I get to spend some money. Zeno says donate. That would be great. Actually, I gotta say, it's like during the dark times for tech bandits. It seems the donations are down for sure. But that said, we had a great PC Bandits today. We had these two lovely ladies from young ladies from London, England, who joined us on the stream, friends of ours, and they're big. What are they called? They're big. They're big Sims fans. So they do the Sims, a lot of the Sims stuff. I finally got to teach the kids something. I taught them that the guy who did Rick and Morty is also the guy who did Community, so they're all watching Community now. Because they all think they want to watch that. Oh, by the way, David, whilst I remember Soliquio looks amazing, I attended acting school many years ago, couldn't get over my crippling stage fright, so gave up. Would have definitely had a go on there. Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I'm really surprised. We've had 50 people respond to Soliloquio in the last little while. So now I've got to figure out how the frack to make it work. So I'm going to talk to Harklight tomorrow about that, in the hopes of figuring out. I think for the time being, I'll probably just get people to post the videos to like a Dropbox, or I might look into Vimeo, see if there's a way to put it on Vimeo. But I need a cheap way of storing and streaming the video that isn't going to sort of bankrupt me while we set this thing up. So that's what I'm going to talk to a bunch of people about, I'm hoping. I had hoped there was some way of using maybe the YouTube API to bring stuff to have so basically allowing you to post through the site to a channel. It wouldn't be to my YouTube channel. I think that could be a little dangerous. But I would set up a separate YouTube channel that was just for people to post their videos to. So we could have that hosted on there, or even better, maybe Vimeo. Like I have a Vimeo Pro account, so I'm thinking maybe there's a way to share access to that. So, what is this? Wait, streaming video. Wait, yes, I can assist. Nerdy Times TV, you can assist. Oh, great, fantastic. And you're an HTML developer. They're very good. Thank you, Nerdy Times. It's great. Actually, I'm going to be talking to Harklight, who's gonna give me a hand with some stuff as well. But what Nerdy Times TV? What do you like? I'm using a WordPerfect site, and I'd like to stick with not WordPerfect, WordPress. Oh my God, I've just dated myself so much. WordPerfect from 1,000 years ago. So WordPress. I would like to use WordPress. I'm hoping there's some kind of a plugin that I can get that would allow people to upload stuff to my Vimeo site. Or, well, if we can do it to YouTube, even better, frankly, because that's cheaper. But it looks like it might be a bit fiddly for that. And I don't entirely trust Google not to change everything on me in the middle of things. WordPerfect, the return of Clippy. No, WordPerfect, that was Word. Word had Clippy, Bertley. Oh, so confused. It is totally 1989. Thank you, Big Ugly Pig Beast, for bringing that up. It is, my father was the biggest fan of, I think he still uses WordPerfect. I think he still does. So we were using the Commodore 64, and then we had Bank Street Writer on the Commodore 64, which I think was written by like a teenager. And you used to have to split up your files. You used to split up, like even just a one school project would be numerous files, because you could only have certain size files at a time. And a bunch of very arcane, cryptic commands. It was very sort of VI editor, basically, or one of those like Unix ones. The other thing, speaking about Unix, oh my gosh. So I did my Burn and Learn today, and I did my Linux training. And the Linux training's been amazing, because I'm also doing this pen tester labs thing, which, I'm going to send you a link to it. I'll show you a link, because I personally think you'll find this quite interesting. The idea is that it's just a hacking course, really. What am I using for this? Which keyboard am I here? So it's Pen Tester Labs. There you go. And these guys are or this guy, I don't know how many people there are. They're in Australia, and I've been doing their course, and I'm really enjoying it, I've got to say. I've been very lucky in that they sent me a copy to try out. They are also very, very kind and sent me a bunch of. So there you go. This is the link to these guys here. I think you'll like them. So basically, what you do is they tell you what they're going to do. Then they show, and in text form. Then you can see a video, and then you can log into their system, and you try to break it the way they've told you to break it, basically. Yes, a Wolf's Den. Watching hackers now makes you feel old. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Anyways, this was fascinating. It's just things like, if you have access, if you're able to access the system, let's say if you're able to like create a bash shell using your, wait a sec. How do I get my head around this? So you log in as one person, you sudo a command that you realize you're able to do that maybe by mistake be placed in your in the sort of list of access that you have, and then you emerge from the program or from whatever it is that you're running as this new user, and then the idea is that every lesson you have to go and find the key that you need to find to do it. So yeah, it's amazing. Soul Wraith. Oh my gosh, thank you very much, Soul Wraith. That's very kind of you. Another subscription. My God. I don't want to miss anything. It ran on Linux. Backtrack, R5, security test. Are these guys just kernel hackers? Acid House. I truly, Horse. I don't know. Again, this is something that I have dabbled with over the years. This is all basically Linux-based stuff by the looks of it, or Unix-based stuff. I just love the way it really holds your hand for a lot of it. The one thing I'm going to say, and I'm not sure I should say this before I talk to them about it, but is I want to do the voiceovers. I would love to redo their courses myself, because I feel like it's really exciting stuff. But this is obviously a computer person talking this stuff through, not an actor. And or geek actor maybe. So I want to like redo the course, but with like my voice, so I can go like, isn't this cool? Because there's just really cool stuff. I just love the idea. There's something so like classic hacker about like logging into VI as one person and then emerging as another user and then being able to get into their home directory and stuff. And I would only do this now on a server that you were allowed to do this on, and that is what these things are sort of set up for. And I think it's just is kind of glorious. On YouTube, I think he can give contributor access. What does that mean? Pac-Man's a truth, yes, but you would be true through he would cite once the site is created. What's this? What? What's going on? Nerdy Times is answering questions, and I haven't got to it. WordPress is so user-friendly. And yes, you do need to know a bit of CSS with it, but not much. It honestly is something I used a while back for one of my other actor friends for his website, right? Yeah, I mean, look, I love WordPress. I use WordPress all the time. And what is that? So, Nerdy Times, could David just give author access to people who wanted to upload videos? That is true, yes, but that would be done through admin on the site once he's created. So the site is there. That is a WordPress site that's up right now. Hello, Fan Hyaluk. How many videos are you expecting? There are a number of self-hosted video solutions that support uploading. Yes, there are, Fan. But and welcome, by the way. Hype Train. What the heck? This is boy, I gotta geek out with people more often. Hello, Pat K, and the Galactic Emperor Batman, who I gotta say, I still love that name. Yes, the question is, how many videos? Well, here's the thing. I got 50 already. So I got 50 people have signed up already. My hunch is that we could be looking at hundreds at least to start. So of course, if I'm actually hosting that stuff myself, it's going to be A, slow, B, expensive, and I just can't afford to do it because this is just another one of my let's all be friends and do this in the barn thing. So oh my gosh, Knight, thank you very much. Holy moly, he's throwing tier subs around, and we love you for it. Also, could you let people create profiles and link to embedded videos to their own profile from YouTube, etc.? I wondered about that, Evening Star, but here's the problem with this. The whole point of it would be that you want to... I likened people watching monologues on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever to trying to watch a play in a dance club. Like, there's so many things going on and people are dancing and there's lights going off and there's music pounding. You can't watch the play. So my thought was, have a place that's just for monologues so that you have a place to focus and a place where, you know, that you would go here to see monologues, not to see, oh, what's next? Like, oh, look, there's a penguin falling off of a polar bear. You know, like you don't get distracted by anything else. It's just purely about like the actors and the writers. Because I mean, I also really want, I think it's really important to have, oh my God, Soda Crafter, thank you very much. Oh my gosh, everybody, here, everybody have a subscription. That's amazing. So I think, the idea here is to have a place that people can go and just do the acting, just focus on the words. I want writers to be able to put monologues up as well, but again, only monologues. And I think there's an opportunity here because, like, for example, the best story that I heard that I thought was the best story that I heard that I thought was a good sort of example of why it's so screwed up right now with acting is that I have a very old friend of mine. She's not very old, but we've been friends for a long time. She's a producer. She makes a lot of films. She gets hired to do big films, and she makes her own films, and it's an amazing woman. But she's also a First Nations a person. Is that, I don't even know how to say that. So she's First Nations. Of course she's a person, that makes sense. So she's First Nations. She has made a couple of films specifically about sort of indigenous stories and that kind of stuff. She's had a really hard time finding indigenous actors or First Nations actors in Canada, for God's sake. Like, we pride ourselves in all this shit. And oh my God, I'm swearing. There's no Bratlett here, and I'm swearing. And we pride ourselves on this stuff, and she couldn't find anybody. And eventually she found an actor whose agent hadn't submitted her on Facebook by accident. So she finds someone on Facebook and hires her, well, basically asks her to audition because she's a comedian. I guess her agent thought, like, well, she's a comedian. She can't do this serious stuff. She's still an actor. So she auditioned for it. She gets hired. She's in the movie. And I thought, well, that's what you want. You want a place where people could just go and there's no immigration requirements or you don't have to have a demo reel. You don't have to have agent status. You don't have to any of this stuff, like, because there are people looking for great new talent. They're also, I would argue, looking to be reintroduced to people in a different way. I mean, there are some brilliant. Bryan Cranston, perfect example, okay? There's a guy, he was on a sitcom, playing sitcom dad. Who the hell would hire him for Breaking Bad? And I mean, that's a different story because they obviously they've worked together and there was a connection there. But the point being is, I think we can make those connections for people by saying, like, look, I like doing a role that you wouldn't normally do, and I think that's I think that's the hope of it, anyways. So and yes, Breaking Bad's frickin' genius. In fact, Mr. Clean, above my bio bench, I have a poster of Breaking Bad just to terrify the parents of any kids who I might be working with. I'm the one who made the underwater animated Atlantis screen for the stream. Yes, Nerdy Times TV, you were. And I apologize that it's not up here. It's on Baz's computer over here. It's not on mine. Oh, but you know what else we have? So Baz and I were joking around about, like, what do we do when we run out of space? And I said, well, we could always put things on the ceiling. So we have, this is Boba Fett up here, and then we've got the dog's breakfast, mascot basically at the back there. I just hot glued them to the ceiling so that there's, so I've got some more room. That's my contribution to the decorating of our little cave for the time being. So, all right. I love this channel in lockdown. Oh, good. Well, I got to say, I'm kind of loving this channel in lockdown too. It is amazing. I mean, I don't know whether you're, like, aware of it or not, but I get an awful lot out of this. Like, I feel like Baz was saying he didn't really feel up to it today, and I was like, okay, well, I respect that. I don't want to make him do, I don't want to make him stream if he doesn't want to, doesn't feel up to it. But at the same time, I was like, but I kind of miss it. So I wanted to come on. All right, LexCorp. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. I know it's off topic, but I found the computer and the case you used on Atlantis, and I'm hoping you could sign it. If I pay, I really want to use it for GateCon. When is GateCon? I want to use it for Gate. How would I sign it? What would you do? Like, mail it to me and mail it back again? That would take forever. I mean, maybe I could sign a sticker and send it to you, and then you could stick the sticker to the, I don't know, maybe that's a better way to go. Could I do that? Would that work? Like, if I signed a sticker and then mailed you the sticker, would that work? That could work. I think that would work great. Knight subscribe. Thank you, Knight. Oswald and Santos, hello to you. Pyrope. You received a level 3 hype train emote. I don't even know what that means. It's like it's somebody with a helmet on. I wish Baz was here. He could explain what the hell's going on. Stephen Sharp, thank you for coming by. I will catch you later indeed. Thank you much. Thanks for coming. Knight has got a choo-choo going. There you go. Can I share that? Can I share my... It's only visible to me. What does that mean? How do I share it? It's I think I can share this now. Let's see if I do this. There you go. I got a choo-choo. Oh boy, I'm so easily amused. Anyways, DStat. David, set up a store to sell signed stickers and stuff. 100% of the proceeds to tech bandits. DStat, he's always thinking, this guy. He's always got it worked out. Set up a store to sell signed stickers and stuff. 100% of the proceeds go to tech bandits. That's a very good idea, actually. Very good idea. Would that be of any use to anybody? Would that be... I would try to keep it... I would try to keep it, I guess... try to make it, customized to the people in particular, or personalized, I guess is the word I'd go for. You can even auction off stuff as charity drives. Yeah, I mean, look, it's all stuff. I always feel weird about that stuff, but there you go. Yoda's like, D-stat for the win. Already got a signed tablet from you. Oh, good, Spinner Breaker. That's very good. I love that idea. With the cons canceled this year, yes, I think that would work. All right, that's good. So, well, I can do that. I mean, I feel like we're doing a conference every time we do this, aren't we? I mean, doesn't it, I feel weird you haven't done it yet, says D-Stat. All right, I feel weird. D-Stat feels weird I haven't done it yet. How are you doing, D-Stat, by the way? You're heading off to Florida soon, aren't you? Go watch launches or something. 3 streams are very therapeutic during these troubled. Oh, these streams. 3 streams. Only 3. It's got to be 3 at a time. Pyro. Okay. Well. Look, that's good to know. Heck, I'd buy one instantly. Being such a huge fan of the whole story franchise, I must be on my 30th viewing of the series by now. Azumi. Well, welcome and thank you. That's fantastic. Add some bullet journals. Oh my gosh, no kidding. Sell bullet journals. Well, we have. I can't sign the stuff on. That's frustrating that I can't. It would be amazing if I could sign some of the stuff on Spreadshirt for people, but then you'd have to have it shipped to me and then shipped back off again. I can't get into shipping because my wife would not be happy about that. Let's just say in her past there were people of importance that used to buy lots of things to sell them and they never sold, so they were surrounding them all the time. So I think there's a certain amount of that. 30th. Those are some rookie numbers. What's the 30th? What's this? 30th rookie numbers. Oh my God! It's trying to do a competition as to who can watch the show some more times. All right, so we've got and we've got a stream happening on Sunday this week as well. We're doing the Childhood's End stream. I think on Sunday is the idea. I think no, we're doing it on Sunday this time. I'm so sorry about last week. I completely screwed that up. I thought my parents were bailing on me. It's that I just hadn't a clue what was going on. They actually had the first South African Comic-Con planned for May. Oh my gosh. Well, things will be moved. I gotta say, I mean, the convention thing's interesting because I just don't know how that's gonna play out in the future because, like right now they're saying that the border's closed with the States for another month. And then, Saren Smith, very good. I'm glad you'll be there. Yeah, I don't know how the convention thing's going to work. And the thing about the virtual conventions, which I am very hesitant to be a part of, is because I feel like when I sort of joked about this being a convention, this is a convention. Like this is just a way to chat with people in a way that I can't even do this in a real convention. You don't get to spend this kind of time with people, I don't think. I mean, most cons are being rescheduled for a year out, but who knows if they'll be able to have the same attendance, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Exactly. Like if we have to socially distance at conventions, like how's that going to work? Although some of those cosplays, you're pretty well 2 meters apart anyways, because the cosplay is just so insane. Yes, Mr. Clean, that's what I'm saying. You're all so lucky to have me babbling at you on every other day. So, David, you can make a special shirt design with a signed message for the logo. Yeah, Zenos, that's cool. I mean, look, I think the whole point of signing stuff, though, is to get it personalized, isn't it? Or is that... not complaining. Sybil's not complaining. Oh, I have a conductor icon. Ooh. Are you going to the next GateCon? It's in Canada. When is GateCon? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Honestly, I don't see myself going to conventions for a while. I am, well, look, I'm a germaphobe at the best of times. And I just don't feel right now like it's responsible. Like I don't feel like I could do that. Like I'm going to show up there. I'm going to show up somewhere, having traveled, having met lots of people. What am I going to do? Shake people's hands? What am I going to do? Talk to people from 2 meters away? We might as well do this. You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to shout at each other for across 2 meters? And like, no, I think this is, honestly, I think this is a better approach right now. And by the time we finally get out of this stuff, everyone's going to be like my best friend. We'll be just like hanging out together. Love your streams as a sub for conventions. Look, I'm not going to replace conventions with this. I don't think. But at the same point, I think the idea of like actually being able to chat, well, maybe that's something else we should consider. Like if we're going to do like signatures and stuff, maybe we should do some live chats. If people want to do, like we used to do those, what do we used to do at the conventions? We used to do like, you had like 5 people at a table and you'd all sort of chat and usually one person would monopolize. It's usually me. But, that kind of stuff. So Izumi says, I believe GateCon is next year by the looks of it. Shame I can't cross the globe to go to it. Yeah, I mean, everyone shows up as Daleks. It's true. I still say it wrong. Daleks. It's Daleks. Daleks. We should recreate a biohazard suit for the show for you to meet people. And yeah, no. Oh, I found a really cool one actually. There was one. I mean, it's just it's fake. I believe it's fake. What was it called? Damn it. Am I gonna be able to remember this? They were like a dance club. It's like what was it? Dance. Let me see if I can do this. Dance club, COVID suit. See if I can find. See if my Google. Oh, I got it. There you go. First go. First go. All right. Let me share this link with you if I can. Oh, for God's sake! This is what I would wear to conventions. If I was going to conventions now, this is how you would find me. Copy image. There you go. Watch this. I'll do this. I'll do this. And then paste. All right. So this is what I would be wearing if I was at a. Good Lord! Look at the size of that. That is one hell of a URL. They want every little bit of data they could possibly find. I did a Bane printed mask for a buddy. It looks cool. Does it work, Yoda? Baby Yoda, does it work? Like I would love a Bane mask. I think that's freaking cool. Or like a Cylon, like the original Cylon kind of thing, or Cybermen for that matter. Mando helmet would work, especially with a mask underneath for added protection. It's true. It's true. Yeah. You wear a suit and we'll end up signing you. There you go. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to be completely removed from you. I like like with the lights and everything, you have the LEDs in there. It could be just like, in fact, it could be touch sensitive so that if anyone touches me, it would go, you could sort of see where I've been touched. Actually, that could get pretty awful pretty fast, knowing the way conventions go. It's Google for you. I actually modified one of the Clone Trooper Star Wars helmets as an air respirator. That is cool. Performance art indeed. Jed Ted. What do you got, Jed Ted? What's going on here? I found myself. This chat is going so freaking fast today. When I meet celebs at conventions, I always feel rushed because I know they have limited time, and this is better because it feels more casual. But that's it, Jed. Look, it's one of the things that always drove me crazy about the convention thing was I was like, they're here to talk to us, so why are we rushing them out? Because again, they also have to make money, which I totally understand. I mean, that's obviously reminds me of the times I got catcalled for having light up shoes at Gen Con. I've always wanted light up shoes. I want the what are they called? What are they called? The Bass keeps singing the song, High Tops, the Skechers. Light up Skechers. I want the light up Skechers. Need to remake my armor. Sorry to hear this for you. What's this? What's going for Pac Mom? What's going on? Did I miss something with Pac Mom? What did we miss from Pac Mom? Pac Mom says, nope, little smiles. Nope. I missed something. I'm losing the thread. It's too fast. There's too many people. I need more coffee. I need more coffee? Yeah, no kidding. Actually, I made it. I had a coffee. Where did I put my coffee? Damn it. I had a coffee. I've left it somewhere. I leave coffees all over this house. I used to have the LA Lights way back when. The LA Lights. We are talking about being at high risk. Yes. Well, this is interesting. So tell me hey, Cal! I may slow mode chat in a bit so David can respond to all of you. Oh, is that possible? Can you do that? Or no, you can't. You're smiling at me. Cal's making fun of me again. Cal, will you come and talk to my tech bandits at some point? Because they're like, there's a couple of young ladies who would, I think, do very well talking to someone to another young lady about gaming. I think you should do that. No pressure, though, of course, now that I've asked you in front of however many people are here right now. Go find your coffee. Bring out the BRB for coffee. BRB. Be right back. Oh, yeah, you like the BRB? That worked. I thought it was actually I kind of enjoyed that. That was, if anyone missed it, I actually brought out the old, can you see back there? Yes, you can. So I've got my two McKays, my action McKay and my inaction McKay. They're both basically inaction McKays. And I stacked it up here with a little Post-it note that just said, be right back. I'm so glad, Cal. I think it would be fun. Look, it's a weird bunch. Like today this actually might be an interesting question for everyone in general. Hey, here's River Song. How you doing? River Song. Little Doctor Who fan by the looks of it. So I very randomly found this stream. I'm glad I did, as both a fan and a geeky mom who games with her kids. Very relevant to my interest. Oh, I'm so glad. I gotta say, better parents than I would be playing basketball or baseball or any of that kind of stuff with their kids. The only connection I find I'm any use to is the gaming and the streaming stuff. Baz got me into the streaming. My son, Bratlett, as I call him. And I think it's, I find it just, I found this with YouTube as well. It's just therapeutic. You feel like you're part of a tribe. We got to call ourselves a group. We got to come up with a name. But yeah, I love it. River Song, spoilers, don't spoilers. No spoilers, River Song. Flare Spire. Hey, David, I posted an update on my TARDIS that I showed you last time on Discord. I think you'll like how it looks. Ooh, really? I'm not actually, I don't actually have Discord going here. Meh. Discord. I'm going to get very confused and hang up on people. That's what I'm a little concerned about. I'm not doing the listing to you to Discord because I find it way too confusing now. I'm getting too old and grumpy. David, how's the 3D printed Stargate going? Pac Mom. I haven't even started on it. I feel really bad about that actually. I feel like I'm going to have to simplify it because there are so many parts that need to be built for it. So I think what I'm going to have to do is mod it in a way that it'll work just for here. So I have my. I'm not even going to try. Is that going to work if I take that off? Does that work if I take it off? I might just see. So I have this little baby right here. So I got this beast. Am I too close? Let me see. There we go. There's a bit of a lag on the stream. So I've got this little beast. I have a much larger one, which can rotate, but I need to figure out a simple way of doing it. That like the design is beautiful. Like it's this beautiful standalone little thing with LEDs and all this kind of stuff. I think I just need to kludge something together. I think. His river song. Oh my God, you are so in the right place. Hippie Ninja, Simi. I think they may be. I think you found your home. Hewlett's is as a name. It's the Techlets. The Bratletts. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this Twitch channel because I don't want to have to share David and Baz. Is it selfish? No, not at all. I want to also support them by bringing in more people. I am so conflicted, but that's fine. It really isn't about. Well, I guess for Baz it is, I suppose. Baz wants to be a streamer when he grows up, and it reminded me of me trying to talk to my dad about being an actor, and it seems as unlikely. It seemed, I'm sure, as unlikely to me as it was to my father when I said I wanted to be an actor. So I've really made a concerted effort to try to help him do it because my father was great in a very different way. My father said like, great, you want to be an actor? Off you go, and kicked me out. As he should have. Like, absolutely the right thing to do. I would never have the strength to do that to Baz. Don't tell him that because I threaten it all the time. But he said like if you're not interested, if you're not going to school and you're not doing the schoolwork, then you're a grown up. So go be a grown up and do it somewhere else. You don't live at home. Grown ups don't live at home. So at 17, I was out on my own. And it was the best thing that possibly happened to me because it forced me to. Yeah, you want to be an actor? You better start earning some money because there's nothing else happening. So, yeah, it was amazing. And that said, my father was very, very supportive. And when it came to buying my first house, which strangely happened around 17 as well, because as it turned out, the acting worked out very well to start. The acting's always been very good to me. I feel very, very lucky on that. But when it came to the house, he co-signed for the mortgage, and there were a couple of months, back in my early 20s when oh, hey, look at that, I can't pay my mortgage this month. What do I do about that, Dad? And he helped me out there too. So it's not like he wasn't incredibly supportive, but I think what I love about what he did was he realized that if I had that security blanket of being at home, I would never have pursued acting. I mean, I think I would have talked about it all the time, but I don't think I ever would have done it. I love that he's working towards that. I've been watching my 13-year-old teach himself to edit videos and have bought him equipment bit by bit because he enjoys it as a hobby. I grew up being told not to do all sorts of things that I love, and I don't ever want my child to feel that. Yeah, River Song. I'm the same. It's that weird. It's the walking that tightrope of giving them everything. And giving them nothing. I feel like I spoil he says himself that he's spoiled, and he is spoiled, and I was spoiled, and I think but I was, well, I say I was spoiled. I guess spoiled is not the right term. I guess I was well looked after as a kid. I never worried about any of that kind of stuff. And poor old Baz. I mean, now it's interesting because I talk to Baz now quite candidly, and he's like, I love this lockdown. I'm like, yeah, I love the lockdown, but for the first time in my life, For the first time in my life, I know that there is no chance that a job is going to suddenly pop up out of nowhere and help all the, help with money, help with all of the stuff that all the wonderful things that come with jobs, because they're not making films right now. So that is a really weird situation to be in. That said, I feel incredibly fortunate because I do this. I do Tech Bandits. I've started this soliloquio thing. It's just been fun, frankly. I mean, again, as Jane says, oh, congratulations, you've got more things to spend money on. I always figure out, figure out how to pay for it later. But it's just great to be doing stuff. You know what I mean? Now I've completely ignored the stream. What do we got? Have I missed anything? Oh, David Nichols on Arrow, yes. Paul McGillion on The Flash, yes. Do you wish you had a character in the Arrowverse? Well, not if I have to go all the way to Vancouver. Nothing motivates like being told you can't do something. Well, to some extent, well loved. I think Sybil, that's right. That's a good way of putting it. David, looking back through your career, which role stands out to you the most, not counting Stargate? Wow. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I mean, there's definitely a few that come to mind. I did a movie with John Borman, this amazing director. He did Deliverance, and he did the crazy second Exorcist movie, and Excalibur, Hope and Glory. Just a brilliant man in every way, and an absolutely. I loved him to bits. So I did this movie called Where the Heart Is with him. It was him and my sisters were Uma Thurman and Susie Amos. My best friend was Dylan Walsh, although he was Charlie Dillon back in those days. It had Christopher Plummer. It was amazing. It was amazing experience, and it was months and months and months of work, and that just did it for me. I think that put me on the map in a way that there are very few opportunities like that show up. And then, obviously Cube, with my friend Vincenzo. So it was Vincenzo's first movie, and we sort of got to help make that happen. My friends and I were able to sort of make that happen. So that was an amazing experience. I've had so many. I feel like ridiculously lucky. I mean, working with Guillermo del Toro, honestly, feels like being a kid again, because it just it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like, we're making a movie. It's just, he's just extraordinary. So, all right, well, going back, what am I missing on this damn chat here? Scanners. Oh my God, that was an experience. That was a whole other experience. Trust me. I got in so much trouble for that movie. I remember I did an interview and I said, well, the claim to fame of Scanners 2 was that David Cronenberg made the first one and has nothing to do with this one. We don't, but I'd be considered, what's this? So you sound like a good parent. My parents are kind of shit. God, it's a good reminder that not all parents are like that. I'm sorry, Pyro. I don't mean to laugh. It just, your candor is just sort of makes me laugh. What do they not have? Very much. I feel a lot like kids are going to tech. It's very valuable when we. That's it. I mean, I think that's the thing is, I do think there's a weird split, and I think this happens in a lot of different ways. I think I've gone on about this before. Scorpwana! I still like your character in Cube. Yeah, there is no way out of here. Solaris. Oh my gosh. Oh, Solaris was fantastic. I gotta say, never heard of it. That's fine. It's, boy, is it an 80s movie. That's all I'm going to say. It is very 80s. Jed Ted saw Origami. Yeah. It wasn't a short-lived series so much as it was a series of shorts. So there were lots of little shorts that they'd cut together. And I guess they got picked up and with the thought that maybe this could be a good series. And then they killed me, which sucks. That was so much fun. That was like making a movie. That was just like, it was just like making an indie film, and you have to do it because you want to do it. And I did it because my friend Bob Monroe was the VFX guy and an executive producer on it, and he said, "Would you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And Vincenzo Natali played another part as well, which he never acts, and so it was just kind of fun. No, Andre the Crow, Snowpiercer, not really worked for me. I don't. I saw the movie and I was like, I saw what it was trying to do, but it didn't really. It felt kind of forced to me. So I haven't. I'm not sort of been dying to see the show. You know, they're supposed to do a Scanners TV show. They were talking about doing a Scanners TV show, which could be interesting actually. Like having a whole like type of person who has these extra skills could be kind of neat. Chris Evans' Murder Train. Murder Train. Yeah, it just seemed kind of silly to me. You had to get over the idea that the only thing people could do in the future was get on a train and drive through the snow. I just felt, yeah, odd. Better start with Dog's Breakfast. It's funnier, and also David Hellett at all power. Dog's Breakfast was fantastic. In fact, when people talk about jobs that changed my lives, Dog's Breakfast was it. It was like a return to the amateur filmmaking days. Because I was basically an amateur trying to direct. But I wrote this thing just to try directing. That's what I wanted to just try directing. I didn't know that I was going to like it. I didn't know, and I fell in love with every part of filmmaking through that. It was always a grave disappointment to me when I went from being an actor in student films with my friends, like the guy who made Cube, to doing professional jobs, because I was like, I didn't get nearly as much fun, because when you're making an indie film, you get to do sound, you get to do lighting, you get to use the camera, you get to help with the editing or talk to people. I mean, you're a part of the whole process, or at least I was, because I'm such a nerd. I'm excited about all this stuff, so I try to get involved as much as possible, and I just want to learn stuff, because the more you know, the better actor, the better person you are, frankly. So what was the whole point of this? Oh my God, I've completely lost it. All right, so with Dog's Breakfast, the idea was I just wanted to try it, and I wanted to my goal was like I just wanted to make my dad laugh, because it's very hard to get my dad to laugh, and but he laughs at these awful slapstick movies. Like that was his style of humor, and certainly mine as well. And like Johnny Dangerously, that kind of stuff. It was like his favorite movies, like Johnny Dangerously, or like the airplane movies and that kind of stuff. Like so, and British comedies like Fawlty Towers and all that kind of stuff. Waiting for God was another great one. But anyways, so I wanted to make a film like that, and I was really focused more on what the end product was, more than even. Like, I mean, I probably should have spent more time with the script. I probably should have spent more time with the shooting, all that stuff. But I had a little window and a little bit of money, and I thought if I'm gonna try directing, I don't want to waste someone else's money. I'd rather do it myself. So I did it myself, and I feel like all the mistakes are my mistakes. I totally own them. Like everything that's wrong with that movie is my fault, and I'm happy to say that. And it was just an amazing experience. I got to work with my little sister Kate and Polly and Chris Judge. She was fantastic in it. Yeah, and Rachel. Oh my God, poor Rachel! The hell we put Rachel through. Yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, that was an amazing experience. Now, again, my mistake was thinking that that's what making films was like in the real Hollywood machine type thing. Or the Toronto machine. Because then when I went on to make other stuff, either for other people as a director or for other people producing the things that I was working on, it was horrible. It was just horrible. I find the industry, I don't love the way the industry works in weird and not wonderful ways. Like it's so weirdly old fashioned. Like I couldn't get over how what dinosaurs you're dealing with in the film industry. And it's one of the reasons why I love this whole medium is I'm like, how do you compete with this? Like we just get to have like a chat, whatever we feel like it, and just talk about whatever. I think there's definitely a room for stories and great stories. Like we're enjoying a bunch of stuff now. Baz and I are going through watching Community again and loving it. We've been watching Money Heist, this fantastically sort of somewhat cheesy kind of Spanish ongoing heist series, which is just really fun. Who you know? Yeah, McKay rules. I had to smoke at the beginning of Who You Know. Who You Know, by the way, is pretty great. This is a little movie that was made, again, by a guy by the name of Jake Horowitz. It's a really interesting film. Like it's definitely, it's not for me. It's not made for me. It's sort of like almost like it's like a teenager film or like a 20-something film. It's a very specific generational thing, and I think it's worth seeing even if you're older, just to see what's appealing to the kids these days. But I made that film purely because Jane produced it. Jane basically said you have to play this role, and I was like, I don't want to do the role. And not even that I didn't want to do that role. I just didn't want to act. I thought I'll look after the Baz while you make the movie. And she said, no, this is a role. This is a good role for you. So I did it, and I'm very glad because it was an interesting. I got to really have some fun there. Oh, thank you, Who just subscribed? Who was that? Oh, Orfina. Well, Orfina, welcome and thank you. That's lovely. I love MacGyver. Of course you love MacGyver. How can you not love MacGyver? I know Judge was in Bird on a Wire with Mel Gibson for a hot second. Judge has been in everything. I mean, Judge was in Dark Knight, for God's sake. Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming in 2021. But do we care, John? Do we really? I am so done on action movie. I'm so done on superhero things. I gotta say, the only ray of hope that I saw in the in any of the superhero stuff of late was Joker. And even that kind of scared me because I was like, wow, I love this movie, but I can only imagine how, what a warped and twisted, 20-something would do with this, or, the wrong people. Where can you stream MacGyver? I can't find it. Which one? Like the old one or the new ones? There's usually like almost every country in the world has one of those like classics one, right? Pac-Man, thanks. I hope he's well. His River Song, you've subscribed already? My gosh. It's never this good, frankly. Normally this is Bratlett hanging around, and it's just normally Baz and I will do gaming, and I've recently sort of stopped trying to talk over the poor kid while he plays the entire time. Commando, how's the Linux and Python going? It's freaking amazing. So I haven't really done much Python of late. Pyroscope, thank you very much. Pyrope. I haven't been doing a lot of Python because I'm now doing the Linux stuff. So that is, I'm just loving that. What do we got? So Aura Runner, what have you got his? It's so fast, the chat. Draufhauer. Good evening, David. How are you? I decided to look what's happening in Twitch. Until now, I programmed a C++ app for DirectX. Oh, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you joined us. Thank you for coming by and joining our geeky little stream with the cheeky geeky chats, as I call them. Yes, you gotta love Baz. You have to love Baz, otherwise you have no choice here. Richard Dean Anderson is the real MacGyver. Richard Dean Anderson is the only MacGyver. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, I know they tried to do different things, but Hello from Niagara Falls, and hello right back to you, Splifford. What's it like out there in Niagara Falls? How are things going? Yeah. Chris got his butt kicked by little Joe Gordon Hewlett, I wish. What else we got? Darling Clementine, how are you doing? Wolves Den, they're both CBS. What's that? Love the chatting, dude. Oh, I'm so glad it's a full-time job. I feel a little guilty, like I should be playing video games as well, but I honestly, I'm too old right now. I can't. I did a little bit of yoga today with Jane, trying to be sort of a supportive husband, like almost literally. But so I tried to, and I don't know what it is. I think it's because I overextend. So my arms overextend, and then I'm fat. So some of the weight of my overweight body and my poor little feeble little elbows, and it was agony. So I had to stop, and I got all grumpy, and I sort of stormed off. And I was like, "This stupid yoga, dumb." And then Jane was gonna stop to make sure I was okay, and I was like, just go back and do your stupid yoga that you can do and I can't. And I thought, okay, and I went downstairs and I did a burn alert instead, because it drives me crazy because I really like the yoga, but I wish I got into it like 400 years ago when I'm not so stupidly frail. But I'll get better at it, I'll soon be able to yoga with the best of them. There's no other MacGyver. I refuse to even acknowledge the remake. Well, you never know. You got to give things a chance, right? But not really for me. David, are you friends with RDA? Can you bring him onto the stream? Yeah, RDA, come join the stream. Not really. RDA's always terrified me. I met him for the first time on a plane on the way to shoot that first Stargate Atlantis episode. And I apologize if you've heard this before. But so we're sitting there flying business because you know what? We're on television, we need to look good. So we're flying in business class, so it's like 2 seats. And he sits beside me, and I'm like, I'm sitting next to MacGyver. And so I'm like, and very sort of Mr. Bean. And then he sat down, and I tried to make some little like stupid joke or something, and get his attention. And he's like, and then we sat there and in the flight, and it wasn't a terribly long flight, and I was like, okay, well, we're not talking. So I brought out the script for Atlantis, back in the old days when you didn't use the iPad, you used paper, and it's like gudunk, and this thing comes down. I go through it, I'm like highlighting, and I'm writing little notes down, and all this kind of stuff. And he said, looks over, and I sort of got that sense of RDA looking, and I'm like, oh, MacGyver's looking at me. Hi. And then he reaches into his bag and he pulls out like it was like these little. You remember fax paper? That sort of tissue like fax. So he brings it out. So they've obviously like faxed him his lines. It's like one sheet, and he pulls it out. He puts it down on the little pull-out tray, and he takes out a pen. And he's like, and he goes, and the first line that says Jack O'Neill, he scratches. He's like, no, scratches that out. And it was over 2 lines. So he scratches that one. No, I'm not going to do that one. And then he highlights the other one. And that's it that's all he has. He turns to me and he goes, get them wrong. They'll stop giving them to you. That was about the lines. And I never listened to him. Because I prided myself on getting my lines right. No matter how many they gave me, I wanted to make sure that I could always, I felt like they were always pushing to see just when would my brain explode. And it didn't, thank God. So there were days, believe me, there were days when there was so much to learn. Well, usually when there were 2 episodes at the same time, trying to learn all that jargon for 2 episodes, it was where like you'd start in one speech and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm in next week's episode. Sorry, let's go back. So yeah, RDA, I loved RDA. I lurked on his gaming for the last 2 days, actually. I love it. I play a lot of Minecraft and run my own servers for my boys. Oh, fantastic. Well, if you and the lads want to join ours, does someone have the? I'm sure someone has the address for it. You should pop on, see what's going on. And RDA, everyone has agreed that RDA is the only MacGyver. Yes, I think we're good at that. Okay, back to work for me. Have a big good stream. Oh, night. Okay. Oh God, I've scrolled up and I've stopped the stream. Okay, night. Good night. Good night. Later. Thank you very much. Happy Ninja. Happy Ninja Simi says, yep, I'm falling asleep on my phone. Sweet dreams, everybody. Happy Hippie Ninja. Very good. Beerly Hoodgie. Hello again, David. We met at DragonCon a couple years ago. I am the one that gave you Paulie and his handler a shoulder massage, but you declined. Yeah, because I don't do massages. It's people touching me and I can't. I can't even do. Look, I don't even do massages. My wife does like these. They're like prescribed massages. Like she has to go because of a back thing. She goes and does massages, and she said your union covers this stuff. You should go and get them. I'm like, no, I'm too British for that. I don't know whether you're supposed to take your clothes off or I'm too uptight for massages. So yeah, that's no offense. I'm sure you're a fantastic. I'm sure Hudgie's is the best massager on the planet, but I can't do it. What do you got? I can't do yoga stuff either because all my ligaments hyperextend. It's not fun. Sally Sal, but you mean like you have it's that weird thing. Don Davis was on an episode of MacGyver. So was Chris Judge, wasn't he? I think Chris Judge was on a MacGyver as well. Oh Lord, I did yoga today and it killed me. I have the same problem with overextension. So does everyone have the overextension problems? It's like we all do. Oh my gosh, I was out doing some serious garden this morning. I sore needed some Motrin. Yeah, Pac Mom, we were out. Jane had me out doing stuff. We have this garage that I'm going to turn into another lab. Actually, that's where all the woodworking stuff's going to go. I'm going to put all the power tooly stuff is going to go out in the garage, and then that'll be the makerspace. So eventually when kids are allowed to play again, when we're allowed to have fun outside again, they can come over and they can. I basically want to create a neighborhood makerspace in my basement and garage, so that people can come and go as they need to, and work on their own projects and all that kind of stuff because I need to open this up for people. It doesn't, you know, I have so many opportunities and so many things that come my way because of the acting and the sci-fi side of the acting and stuff. I just feel like this is I gotta like let some other people in on this. I gotta let some other people in on the fun. Oh my gosh, I was out doing okay. So what do we got? We got Discord. There's a Discord chat. Yoga doesn't mix well with high fiber diet. Yeah, no kidding, K. Michael. VCMD Propulsions, how are you doing? Just doing science stuff today. Feet hurt from bending down fixing cars all day yesterday. You had to bend down to fix cars? Well, welcome back. Thanks for coming. I thought Don Davis was stunt double for, what was his name? The head honcho of institution Mac works for. The institution, oh my gosh, man, that is going way too far back for me. Where do I go if I want to have conversations with you about Linux and programming? Acid Horse. Well, here, I mean, you're welcome to chat about that here. I don't know what kind of a conversation I'll have with you because I'm just not that good at it. I'm fascinated by it, but folks, do you ever see The Last MacGyver? So, Acid Horse, that's a good question. I mean, I guess we could do some. I guess we could like if I sort of like pre-planned for some full-on nerdy streams, we could do like a full-on programming type thing. We are doing, although Acid Horse, I will tell you this. So next Monday, we are doing a 1440 makers stream. So that is the guys who did the support for the bushfires in Australia and a bunch of other COVID-related stuff. They've been amazing, printing face masks by the thousands. They have Prusa's involved. Also, I mean, they just amazing. Prusa being the people who did my fantastic 3D printer. So we're doing a stream on Monday that's going to all be about design. So because they said, look, why don't you do one with us? And what would you do it about? And I'd suggested that I think that 3D design is the super skill for the future. Like, I think that's if you can truly get 3D design down, I think you've got the skills for the future because there's almost not a profession on the planet that isn't or can't be improved or affected by 3D design. You've got video games, you've got medicine, you've got the movie industry is going to be all 3D. I mean, I don't mean like 3D in 3D. I mean 3D design. You've got art, you've got science, you've got everything, mathematics, everything can use these tools, and if you can master them, I think you're rocking the future, kids. Oh my God, I'm so far behind. Harklight, how are you? I just told everyone we're talking tomorrow. We should probably talk in the morning though, right, Harklight? Because you're British time. Deep Space Luke. How you doing, Deep Space Luke? That's a good name. Have you been playing Overwatch lately? Caught a stream of you playing a while back, and you had the pop figure of my main Zen. It's true, Zenyatta, back over there. I like Zenyatta. I'm sort of playing Sigma lately. Sigma's been the new one, but the problem is this motion sickness thing. For some reason, I've got this recently, like a little bit of almost like vertigo, and so I'm finding the playing really difficult at times. So afternoon's best for me if that's okay. Yeah, of course. So Harklight, we'll email a time. We'll figure out a time. So Harklight and I are going to talk about some web design stuff. Not web design. That's the wrong term. Some WordPerfect programming, I believe. No, WordPerfect, I'm doing it again. WordPress development for this for the Soliloquio. And so we'll be talking about that. We're going to figure some stuff out. And then also, he's been very kind. He's got a bunch of PC components he wants to send us. So that is also going to be very cool. The show Upload has 3D printers to print food. Oh my gosh, I know. How cool is that? I've not watched Upload yet, and I also want to watch Devs because apparently that's cool. Dentistry. I sent you the link to that article about 3D printing in dentistry. Yes, indeed, Pac Mom. See what I'm saying? It affects everything. Harklight. Afternoon. Yeah, we got done that already. Not sure if you saw it earlier, but I was Nerdverse Apparel. Oh, you were Nerdverse Apparel, but now you're Baby Yoda. I'm so confused. Everyone's changes their names. Print food. I love printing food. The idea of that is amazing. My field surprisingly doesn't use a ton of 3D printing. I'm in geology. What? Maybe not 3D printing, but 3D design in geology? Come on. There's all sorts of the topographical maps and stuff. You got to be using this stuff. The paleo people do it all the time. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What else we got? It's not real, of course. It's just in the series. Yeah, but we can print chocolate. Yeah, chocolate. Print chocolate. I'm still waiting for my Back to the Future pizza hydrator. Oh man, I saw this. There's a really cute little pizza oven that's like this big, and it just like heats up to like 750 degrees, and you put your pizza in. It's the size of like a small pizza, and so you can have your own personal pizza oven. That's the future, kids. That is the way to go. All right, how are we doing? It's 4:09. I should probably think about wrapping this up because my son is feeling antisocial, and I want to make sure that that is not anything that I can be helping with. I feel smarter just listening to this man talk. Actually, normally my job, I think everyone you feel smarter just by the fact that I'm talking. It's probably, I think that's a double-edged sword. Definitely, I know nothing. But boy, can I talk. I've always said I may not know anything, but I'm damn interested in learning. There is going to be a geology stream in about an hour. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. It's going to be a geology stream. That'll be cool. And who's doing that? And what are they doing? Oh, hi, look. Hi, you look. Thank you for your time. Thanks for coming by. I mean, it'd be pretty dull if I was talking to myself. Probably would be, though. Anyone said chocolate printers? Yeah, me. Chocolate printers, and also the other one is pancake printers. Have you seen those? The printer, what are they called? The pancake printer bots? I'm looking it up right now. Because this is another one that Baz and I loved. Pancakes. All right, here we go. Pancake, this is the one. Oh, you can actually... What? You can actually buy it for real? Like on... Oh, boy. I think David's just found his... You can buy it on Amazon. Okay, this is not an ad, but I'm just saying. I've been watching this created for a very long time. I've been watching this with great interest, the pancake printer bot. This may, in fact, be... Man. It's unavailable. Damn it! It's currently unavailable. It's a 3D printed. It's a pancake. It prints pancakes. You have an astronaut. 3D design hasn't gotten into microbiology yet, but I see it coming. Yeah, James, of course. And yes, it has. You have been on Minecraft building phages, for God's sake. That's 3D design, you see? You're so ahead of the curve, James. So ahead of the... And by the way, welcome. James has shown up, so it's time for me definitely to leave at this point. Yeah, the replicators in Star Trek, Picard, look like modern 3D printers. Yeah, true, very true. I saw that in pancake printers would be good for tech bandits. Yes, you're right. That is a purchase that must be done for tech bandits. Oh, I love it. Yes, that's right. I'm raising money for a pancake printer for the tech bandits. I'm just raising some money. All right, I have another project. It's a panel that is nano built. I don't know what that means. So it's very small and uses galactic radiation to move the plates and creates a charge. Partner with a company in Australia. That sounds amazing. Do you have like a website of your inventions and stuff? VCMD propulsions. It used to be make cheap and de novo lab equipment. It will be used to make cheap and de novo. What's this? Wait, where am I going? I'm scrolling up to see what's going on because there's too many cool conversations going on. See it coming. How do you think it will be used? Ah, yes. Oh, look at this. We're picking James's brains already. It will be used to make cheap and de novo lab equipment. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's my biology friends who are dealing with. Well, even the biotech, even the biohacker guys, and my insect professors, they 3D print stuff all the time because you have to make very specific custom designed things. So yeah, that's the pancake printer bot is available. What does it cost, Paperclips? I didn't see a price on mine. It just said it wasn't available. I don't know these pancake things but it's making me hungry. They're hungry too. Tax write-off because it's for work. Everything's for work. We already have 3D printed special inserts for some of our equipment. Yeah, exactly, James. See, there you go. The kids would love the pancake printer. Malvi, everyone's working on me to get the I need to be sold on the pancake printer. I'm totally sold on the pancake printer. I just don't, I'm not sure now is the time for buying my frivolous pancake printers. Personally, I'd only use 3D print for my cosplay. Yeah, well, even that. Aaron Cross, if you've seen, what's it called? I've forgotten his name. Great 3D printer guide. If you're interested in cosplay and stuff, then you should definitely check out the stream on Monday because it's all we're talking to people who know what they are doing. Uncle Jesse, I think his name is what is his YouTube name, and he does a bunch of cosplay stuff, a lot of it relating to 3D printing. And yeah, that's what it's for. That's what it should be used for. Making little Dungeons and Dragons characters, all that kind of stuff. This just, I mean, I worry a little bit about it just being tchotchkes in that I don't want, the thing I noticed is with the Tech Bandits is I'd go like, oh, look, I 3D printed little things for you to play with. And it's like, oh, great. I'm making more tchotchkes and more plastic to put in a landfill. I do want them to get working on actual designing stuff. I feel that I do a lot of just printing of other people's stuff, and I want to branch out and start doing some more of my own stuff because I think it's important to you don't want to just be a consumer in your design, if that makes sense. I don't know how to make a page yet. What VCMD Propulsions? Just do like Wix or something like that. You should just do Wix and put a bunch of links up or something. Pancake is Slav. In Slav is Blin. I like that. Blin printer. It's not a Slav accent in any way. I'm sorry. Hold on. When do we go from talking about organs printing? We are very close to replicators. Yeah, organ printing. They do that. I've seen there's a bunch of stuff on that as well. I used to use my 3D printer. Yes. Done that. Oswald, just kidding. I think it's our natural path. 3D printing. Stop being cool, people. Yeah, let's just stop it. Deep Space Luke, not tried much of Sigma, but we'll definitely give it a try. Look, I really like Sigma because he's insane. He's an insane old man. So basically, he's an insane, uptight old man. No, not uptight. He's an insane, pompous old man. So it just seemed sort of like the perfect role for me. My wife asked why I was looking things up on Canadian Amazon. Yeah, that happens. That happens around here. There's a cheese printer. You could print photos on cheese. Prank pack cheese printer. Wrap your real gift in a prank. Funny, gag, joke, gift. I'm not sure what all that is. But I like the idea of putting prints. I like the idea. There's one that you could print cake tops. So basically you put the cake in and it just laser prints whatever you want on that. Yeah. The extra text, they add all that stuff. It's funny. I'm looking at prices. There's one for $300 for a pancake printer? Yeah. The Hamacha 3D pancake printer. James Gurney, I have 3D printed a Millennium Falcon tube holder, which is a science joke. Well done. Falcons are the of the tubes we use in science every day. Something. I'm not sure. I've missed something there. I'm sure James will make sense eventually. Jed Ted, the Prusa printer is under 300 pounds, was not available to September. The Prusa Mini. The Prusa Mini looks great. Look, I've got nothing but good things to say about Prusa. I love Joseph, the guy who makes them. I love the way he runs his company. I love his company. I love his printers. I have had that bulletproof beast for ages, and it's amazing. It couldn't have been a better experience. With 3D printing. So I highly recommend that. And yes, if I could get chocolate filament for it, I would totally do that. Top fuel. I use paper minis glued to bottle caps. What? I missed something somewhere. Oh my gosh, I can't keep track of the chat. It's harder without Baz because it's just me. This item's no longer available. Yeah, it's like they're not doing them right now. Probably because of the shutdown. I so want one of those pancake printers. That would be a cool geometry lesson. Ooh, good. Oh, Tech Bandits. You're right. It's essential. I would make all kinds of knickknacks and tiny things. Yeah, that's it. I mean, 3D printing is great. How much does the 3D printing process smell? Good question, Mr. Clean. I find the ABS is a bit stinky. I don't use it generally. The PLA, don't smell a thing. Honestly, it's. Glue guns smell more than the PLA. I absolutely love printing in PLA. To be honest, I've only done that and ABS. Don't like ABS. I find it sort of stinky and also it has that slightly toxic smell to it. And also I find it very hard to get the right temperatures for ABS. But it's probably just me and my lack of skills. VCMD. If I put up all my images on a web page, my intellectual property would be everywhere. People want the tech but don't want to help pay for the R&D. Well, then you have to sell them on it. You got to sell them on the R&D. There's no point in having brilliant ideas if no one knows about them. VCMD propulsions. You should put you don't have to give away the whole. You have to give away the farm, but you should. There's no point in this. I have this problem with writer friends of mine who are like, yeah, but I've written all these things, and I'm like, yeah, but then you got to get people to read them. Like you're a writer when people read your stuff, and so unless you're spending a lot of time getting your stuff out there and being read by people, how can you call yourself a writer? So you gotta to be an inventor, you gotta have this stuff out there. Do you have to patent it or something? I'm sure look, VMCD propulsions. I guarantee you that there's probably people out there who do this stuff, possibly even on this stream. So. I will certainly keep an ear to the ground for that too. There's a lot of Pancaker bots. There's a lot of links to Pancaker bots right now. You are not helping me. I'm getting a 3D chocolate printer. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Amazon. A chocolate printer. 1,200 bucks. Holy cow. $1,200. Oh my god. That's insane. How can they charge that much? You make the ducky. Okay, no, come on. Well, that's it. We'll just have to invent our own chocolate printer that's cheaper. That's nuts. That's way too expensive. But very cool paper clips. Read to me. What is the blue machine behind the table to your left? Oh, Audrey, you the crow. This, my friends, you see it? This is the CNC printer. This guy here. This is a CNC router. So basically, there's a spinning like drill of death that will cut shapes out of. Basically, will CNC router shapes in wood, plastic, that sort of stuff. I bought the wrong laser for it. I need to get a little closer so you can see what's going on. I bought the wrong laser for it, but it will eventually be able to do laser etching as well. It's a company called SaneSmart, who were, I gotta say, really kind. I emailed them and said, look, I know you're thinking about selling these things in Canada, and I'm up in Canada. Is there any chance you could let me have, a machine so that I can use it with the Tech Bandits? Because the advantage of this is that once I get better at it, is that 3D printing takes a really long time. It's really hard to teach kids about 3D design if they get bored. So the idea here was they could design things and get them cut out very quickly. Of course, then there was a shutdown and there are no kids around. But the idea is I've been showing it to them on the stream, on our Tech Bandit stream. So yeah, I did a little build. I should show you the build. I have a build video. I'll put it up. I do like I'll do like a sped up version of how I did it. A lot of talking to myself and swearing, basically. There wasn't much to do, but it was enough to confuse me. But it's a beautiful little system, I gotta say, and it's built like a truck. And this new one has an emergency stop on it. It has stop switches, like limit switches, a lot of stuff that the other one didn't have. It's I think it's reasonable in price. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's very reasonable for me because they gave it to me. But I bought the laser. I had to pay for that. I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about doing that. What else we got here? Still no wine printers. Wine printers. Why you don't need a wine printer? Just start fermenting, kids. Go check out. You want to talk about that kind of stuff. You should definitely check out my friend Q Dragon, because he's got Cooking with Q, and he's got all sorts of stuff. Cooking with Q. There we are. I'm gonna find him here. Here he is. Is this his channel? Just going to double check, and I'm going to give him a call out here because he is a truly brilliant fellow and a lovely man. Copying that. I'm going to paste that in here. So this, if you have any interest in doing any kind of cooking or fermenting or any of that kind of stuff, go check out my friend Q. This is Q Dragon. He has a YouTube channel where he does experimental cooking, and it's amazing. He's extraordinary. And he has SMA type 2, so he can't move. So all this cooking he has to basically manage his caregivers and his dad to do this stuff for him. And it is incredible. The guy has content up all the time. There's a pandemic going on. He is obviously at great risk because of this pandemic, given his condition. And he hasn't, not even a hiccup. He's just had his content is just coming out all the time. He's so like he's just so inspired by this stuff and so smart about it. I just love the guy. So please check him out. And even if maybe it's not even your thing, but go and subscribe anyways because it would help him out. David, did you get your peppermint plants yet? No. Jane actually bought. We have Asian mint. Would that work? I think she got the wrong plants, but would Asian mint work? Thanks. That settled a very weird discussion here at home. What's going on here, Acid Horse? What was that debate about? Learned about woodworking on a rickety old table. Safety third. Yeah, no kidding. Using lasers to make art is something I totally support. Jed Ted, of course. Using lasers to make anything, I totally support, frankly. Lasers, I totally support. And that's the other thing is I try to bring a little bit of Hollywood to this whole Tech Bandit stuff because I truly believe that, I know you need to learn the basics. You need to learn to walk before you run. But let's see some people running and doing cool things first, and that will inspire people to walk. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Are you looking for a DGT for fabric printing? Ooh, what's that? Who's doing fabric printing? Cleaning a chocolate printer. Yeah, that's true. That's got to be a pain. Although if you heat it up enough, it's like an oven cleaning. You just heat up the nozzle enough and it would, I'm sure, clear itself out pretty well. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it more like Hewlett or Hewlett? How do I say it? Hewlett. I sort of almost say it like there's an I at the end instead of an E. But it's Hewlett. David Hewlett. Hewlett. There you go. That's what it's supposed to be. But I never say it. I always like Hewlett. I make it like one syllable. What else we got? The MK2 version is good to go, but the fluid cavitates and blows holes in the aluminum. Whoa. What? Wow. VCMD's always got cool stuff going on. I don't understand most of it, but it sounds very cool. The VCMD will be 3D metal printed because the pressures are warping the metal I'm using. Wow. Man. So you have to you can't be doing that at home though. Surely you've got to be able to get that metal stuff done. That's got to be done in a shop somewhere, right? All right, I wonder if a toner cartridge printer would print with cocoa. Could you imagine that? Scorpwana? Could you imagine if you just have instead of a toner cartridge filled with the black laser toner stuff, you have it's just full of chocolate powder? That would work. That would work for me. I barely looked into it, honestly. I just had a random thought about it recently and did not seriously considering it anytime soon. What are you considering doing? Like doing some printing? Like printing. It's a baby. That's so true, Pyro. It's a baby. It's a little baby. Like Baby Yoda. It's a baby CNC. I still have you as Rodney McKay as my voicemail message on my phone. Seriously? Oh my God. Well, I can redo that if you want. Let me know. I should totally do that. I should do voice. I love doing that. I thought that was the best. That was the one good idea that MGM marketing had for Stargate. I thought was getting us to do voicemail messages for people. I just thought that was hilarious. All right. Yes, definitely talk to Baby Yoda or JCS Gifts and more. You got to make up your mind, dude. I can't keep track. He's doing all this stuff all the time. This printing stuff. Sounds awesome. Yeah, I want one. Give the raccoons cotton candy and watch them lose their minds when they can't figure out how to eat it. Oh, that'd be interesting. I would totally pay for McKay voicemail or a ringtone. Yeah, answer the phone. That's it. Hi, you've reached. This is Rodney McKay. I can't come to the phone right now. I'm destroying galaxies. Where do I find that voicemail? My voicemail is still the default, but all other tones on my phone are from Jarvis or Iron Man. Well, okay, get this. I have. I wonder if I could find it. I'll charge it up, and so you can see it. I have. At one point, MGM, back in remember the Razor flip phones? Remember those phones? I used to love those phones. So back in those days, they made a Stargate Atlantis branded phone. And I have 2 of them. And I've never opened them or even tried them out. I have no idea what they're like. I should do, oh my gosh, there you go. There's a live stream. We'll open and look at the original Stargate flip phone, the Razor flip phone. And then maybe I'll auction it off for Tech Bandits or something. Actually, maybe I'll do that. That might be a good idea. I've got 2 of these things. I want to keep one because I'm a nerd. But maybe that's something we could consider doing. An unboxing auction. Unbox auction. Um, yeah, I think that would be that might be the way to go. I have a few other things as well, which I wondered about. Maybe I could sort of use those as donations for the Tech Bandit stuff as well. Although I really need to figure out what I'm doing with the Tech Bandits as well. So I mean, um, Harklight. I'm talking to you tomorrow. DStat, the wonderful DStat, has been talking to me about how do you expand not this, but the Tech Bandits into something more. And I'm wondering if is there a crossover thing I could be doing? Is there something? Unbox it, sign it, and then auction. Yeah, it's a good idea. Wolf's Den. Yeah. And it's Baz's inheritance. It's so true. Imagine McKay snarking at you to answer the phone. That's exactly that's what I wanted to do. In fact, I think I might even change the wording of some of it. So, or something like snarking that someone wants to blow up Atlantis and you need to come to the vote. I'm sorry. Certain plants and flora give off scents that raccoons are sensitive to, so we don't like. Plants in the mint family, mainly peppermint. Yeah, so Xenos, I have this or even garlic. Oh, these smells are just too strong for the raccoons. They do their best to avoid them. Garlic plants I can definitely do because I can grow them from garden scraps, which is what I've been doing recently. I don't know when I joke with my wife that I am an hour ahead of the rest of the world, in that I start doing something just before everyone else starts doing it, but never enough time to take advantage of it. So, yes, yeah. So basically, I would have to answer the phone like, "What? What do you want?" She can't come to the phone right now. She's too busy helping me save the universe, but I'm sure whatever you've got is incredibly important. It's got to be something like that. Each part is made in different machine shops. Oh, you're still doing the building stuff. Man, VCMD gets well into this stuff. All compartments have to full. Yeah, see, we really should have like a full-on geek. We should have like a full-on geek out session at some point. If you want suggestions and ideas on boosting things for Tech Bandits, check out Alpha Gaming on YouTube. Okay. Okay, check out Alpha Gaming on YouTube. Okay. Is there a link? Wolf's Den, do you have a link for them? I'd love to see that. Aaron Cross, I work at a library. I once helped with a kids' robotics event where they taped a battery and a motor on a toothbrush head and raced them. They were called brush bots. It was so cute. I have seen those. Yeah, they're like those the hex bots. They're basically they're called like hexabots or something like that. They have advice for channel growth. Oh, great. Well, I'll look at that too. That'd be great. I think the audio file of it saved somewhere. Of the actual... Wait a sec, Scorpio, you have the audio files of the ones I did? I should check my email, because I think they sent me an email with a list of all of the names and a list of all of the things that I was supposed to say, and then I changed a bunch of them because I didn't like them. I should check my old emails. I did lose a lot of emails way back when. I would love to geek out with you. Been trying to for over a year, LOL. We're geeking out now, but it's a matter of trying to do, the problem is we all want to geek out together, and it's hard to do it, one-on-one. Fan Hayek, I used to have all the audio files, and then I had a hard drive crash. Yeah, me too. But we'll have to do new ones anyways. We'll have to come up with new ones. Give me some suggestions, some good topics, or what you'd like McKay to say. In fact, you can just request what I say. It's only 10 years ago. That can't be too many emails. Exactly. No, even Star, you joke. The reality is I keep everything. I am a digital pack rat. Absolutely. There you go. That's our name. We're the digital pack rats. The Rat Pack, the Brat Pack, the Bratlett Pack. Bratlett Pack? I don't know. I don't feel like there was something there for a second, and then I lost it. Unfortunately, in Portuguese, MGM would have to contract the actor that plays his voice. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's so true. You'd have to hit up the voiceover actors for that. McKay doesn't get to name things. Call Shep. Yeah, it's so true. I don't get to name things. The Band of Bradletts. You should check Minecraft Dungeons. It will be available. Oh, you think so, John P7? I was not impressed with the story one. It didn't work for me. I don't know. It seemed out of keeping with the rest of it. Bratletteers. The Bratletteers. Gateship 1. We'll call you all Gateship 1s. Okay, you know what? I should totally go. This is crazy. I am having way too much fun, and my poor son is upstairs by himself doing God knows what. Everybody, thank you so much. I'm sorry it wasn't the usual gaming thing, but I'm not at all sorry because this was fantastic. An hour and a half, so I didn't shortchange you too much. Thank you so much for the chat. I'm looking forward to being here. Look, thank you for subscribing. I can't believe you came and subscribed so fast. Like, boy, I wish everyone was such an easy sell. Looking forward to more in the future and all the gaming streams here. I looked at the server for sure. Did anyone find this? Did you get the server from someone? Did someone have that? Did anyone did anyone find the MC server thing? Well, look, the next time we're on, if we're on Minecraft, which I'm hoping we will be, we'll send it your way. Harklight will speak tomorrow, but tomorrow afternoon my time, I'm guessing. But we will email about that shortly. Shortwana, 105 kilobytes. I'll upload it to a Google Drive. Oh yeah, please do, Shortwana. That'd be amazing, and I'll have a look. Go on the Discord server. Thanks for coming, everyone. Being nice to David, even though he doesn't deserve it. Cal, as always, the voice, like a little beam of sunshine in our day. It's Cal. And a Wolves Den just subscribed. Thank you so much. Dial home. Mirrodin the Wise. I shall dial home. I gotta pull the ZPM, as I say to Baz. I'm pulling the ZPM. All right, everybody. I am, in fact, pulling the ZPM. And the Discord is very interesting. Is it? Should I go check that out? I should quickly go check that out while I'm here. What's going on in the Discord? Am I missing something? I'm on the wrong computer again, as always. All right, what do we got? I get so confused by the Discord. There's too many things to learn. Are we in the Iron Ham Discord? Is that where we're going? Where are we looking? You just got distracted again, David. I know, Even Star. Can you tell? I wonder why the doc thinks I have ADHD. I can't imagine. Squirrel! All right, I will go check Discord with my son. I'll let Baz talk me through it because he's better at it, and then I get to spend some time with him as well. So, all right, everybody, until we geek again, as we would say, I have no idea how to stop this. This is a good point. Well, we're going to be live for 24 hours because I can't figure out how to turn this off. Baz started it for me. Oh, there we go. No, I got it here. Okay. So, I will say, until we geek again, cheerio! Thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you... When will I see you? When's the next one? Saturday? Is it Saturday? I think it was on Saturday. So I'll see you Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So so you're gonna be bored sick of me in no time at all. So pulling the ZPM. I'm out of here. Bye. Stop streaming.